Elsa's POV. Life was going smoothly and steadily. It was like a heaven for me. Teho is very caring, I must say. I hadn't saw him this caring to anyone but me, and I thought myself as the luckiest girl in the whole universe. He was so desperate and eager to make love with me. I don't know why, but I feel like he wanted me by his side 24/7. His love, his touch was so intense. I felt like I was some kind of fragile doll he wanted to preserve for his whole life. The thing made me curious was his continuous absence from the business and staying at home by my side. He eventually shifted his whole office into home and worked for hours in the study having me on his lap. He grew more possessive with a couple of these days as he took all my responsibility in his own hands. My foods, checkups, medicines, and even my drinks. He was in charge, what I have to eat and drink, to whom I have to meet, and to whom I have to be in distant. In last couple of days, I didn't get a chance to spend some time with JK and Anvo. Despite being in the same home, we were like strangers. I don't even met my girlfriends as well. I was sad, but by seeing Teho efforts to make me happy, I shrugged that feelings. Whatever my husband wants, I will do that. That was always the ending argument for me. I was lost in my thoughts when our room's door shrugged open. It was him, my devilishly handsome husband. In his hands were a tray. Love, come and have your dinner and medicine. And let's have a good sleep. Doctor said you need so much rest, he said while putting the tray on the table and came towards me. I was standing in the balcony of our room. He took me in his embrace and kissed my temple. I gave him a soft smile. We both looked at each other's eyes for some time. I came into my senses first and said, Teho, you don't have to do all this for me. I looked at the tray full of food on the table. He shushed me by putting his index finger on my lips. It makes me happy, Bunny. Trust me, after Mom and Zuyu death, I didn't thought that I would ever be that close to any girl. You make me feel alive. You don't even imagine how much you means to me, he said, holding me in his embrace. I looked deep into his eyes. He wasn't lying at all. I felt I was the luckiest girl at that moment. We were eyeing each other deeply when he took me in his embrace in the bridal style and carried me toward the sofa. Without breaking our eye contact, he adjusted himself on the sofa with me on his lap. He kept feeding me the food and I wasn't saying anything. After the dinner, he wiped my face and handed me a glass of drink and asked me to have it. I was confused because it wasn't like normal drink nor seems like medicine. He was giving me this after every dinner for almost a week. The most funny thing is, after having this drink, I didn't knew anything, and when I woke up in the morning, I already found myself in the bed. Strangely, I didn't remember a slight thing from the night after the dinner. Yes, I am a heavy sleeper, but that doesn't mean I don't even know when did I had changed my clothes or even I felt soreness in my private area. It means Teho made love with me after my sleep. But the thing is, why I don't remember anything. It's not like I had a problem having intimate with my husband. Then why he didn't wanted me to know about it? I tried to ask him what happened last night, but he just changed the topic and I clearly felt that. I really don't feel like drinking this. It tastes very bad, I said while pouting my lips, and I knew this is his weakness. He groaned a little and said, Bunny, don't be childish. It's about your health, and I'm not going to compromise at it. Now be a good girl and have it, he declared and again put the glass near my mouth. But it tastes so bad, Teho. I felt like I am drinking some sort of poison which will end me one day, I said, still pouting but looking at Teho's broad chest. I avoided his stare because I know he looked scary when he is mad. He didn't speak for a moment. When I felt silence was longer and higher my head, I looked into his eyes. He was damn serious and his eyes turned red. I was afraid all of a sudden. I was seeing the old Teho, my possessive bully, the old beast one. My eyes popped open in fright and I tried to stand up from his lap. But of course, I could not do that. He jerked me again in his lap and this time there was no space between us. So you don't want to drink it, he said with his deep voice. Teho, it's... Before I finished my sentence, he drank it and kissed me deeply. I wasn't expecting it. The sour flavor of this medicine was in my mouth in next instant. His lips were still on mine. I had no other option but to swallow down this liquid. My eyes filled with tears and swallowed it heavy-heartedly. When he was sure I engulfed the liquid, he backed off. I don't wanted to see his face, so I just looked down at my hands. I could feel his intense gaze on my face. I didn't dare to speak a single word. After a few moments, I heard him saying, "Don't you dare do this again, Bunny." I could not bear this. He wiped my tears with his palm and kissed my temple. I was feeling dizzy. He saw it. "Let's go get sleep, Bunny," he said. Take me in his embrace in bridal style and went to the bed. Soon after I slept. I don't remember anything but a faint whisper of him, I think, saying, "I am sorry, Bunny."